let's come to the third method of solving quadratic equation. And the third method is quadratic formula. So use of quadratic formula. Okay. Yeah. All you need is try to memorize this formula. So it's going to be minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of this divided by 2a, and this is a quadratic formula. Okay, I'll explain what each one of these actually mean. Let's take the same question that we have had, which is the past paper exam question, which is x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, right. So what is a? Okay, so we look at the a. Yeah, this a here. A is the coefficient of x squared. So there's a number here before x. So this one here is 1, but because we don't write it if it's 1, so there's 1 here, which means our a here is 1. And then b is going to be the coefficient of x, which is 4. So minus 4 here is b, and the c is the constant. Okay, so let's say given, okay, what we know is that a equals 1, so it's number in front or before x squared, and b equals minus 4, and c equals minus 12. So all we need to do is substitute this into this formula. What it is here is that you are trying to find the value of x. So x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, okay, equals 0. Right. Okay, so this should might confuse you. Let's leave it like that. Okay, so what I'm going to have there is substitute these values. So I have minus b, so minus times minus is going to give me 4. So I'm going to 4 plus minus square root of minus 4 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is minus 12. So putting them in bracket might be probably more useful, and then over 2 times 1. Okay, be careful of the sign. The signs are the ones which create big problems. So putting them in this format, I mean in the brackets, will help you not to struggle with the signs. Okay, so let's continue. So 4 plus minus square root of 4 squared is going to give me 16, and then I have minus bracket 4 times minus 12 is going to give me minus 48, I think. Yeah, 48 bracket over 2. Okay, so I'm going to have minus minus. Hopefully that is correct. So what I have as 4 plus minus square root of 16 plus 48 over 2. So let's just see what is that going to give us. So 16 plus 48, 16 plus 48 will give us 64. Okay, so I'm going to go up again because I know you can't see there. So it's going to be we had 4 plus minus square root of, so 16 plus 48 is 64 over 2. So that's what we have come up to. Okay, so then square root of 64 is going to be 8. So it's going to be 4 plus 8 over 2. So x equals 4 plus, or 4 minus 8 over 2. Okay, so those are two answers. Now in this one, it's going to be 12 over 2, which means x is 6. And the other one is going to be 4, take away 8 is going to be minus 4. Okay, minus 4 over 2, which means x is minus 2. And as you can see, these answers are exactly the same answers that we found in the very first and second part of our methods of solving quadratic equation, which means the factorization as well as in completion of the square, we got exactly the same solutions. Okay, so this is how to use a quadratic formula to solve quadratic equation. I hope it helps. Thank you.